Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. Really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Ms. April May, to tap the law offices of Ms. Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? Oh, wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Ms. Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You're most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that cursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Sadly, Your Honor, Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound. Correct, that's right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now? You still can't hear the thing from across the street.
Good luck, Phoenix. The wiretapping. September. Were we really... Was that really the point when the wiretap was done? I don't really have a way to prove that, though. Alright. Head into the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, you done so place the wiretap. Hold on. How did you enter? Tell me about this. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Objection! Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, you done so to place the wiretap. When you saw this glass light stand. Damn it, nothing there for me to press him on. Well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Really, a whole week? Do you have proof?
Objection!
Miss April May knew the details of Ms. Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. When was that conversation? Exactly. September 5. Yeah. Get out. Done so to place the wire tap. Do you even know how to tap it? Why did you tap Mia's phone?
Objection!
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Ouch. Nothing to press him on. Well... Okay, so what can I do? Have I pressed him on all the things? Pressed him on that. Pressed him on that. And that. Okay. Tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. Time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? No? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix! Over here! Oh, that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinated. Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! Hey! Phoenix. That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I'm Maya. I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. Can't believe it's her. That's what I came here to tell you. But you don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix. Right. White wrote that, not me. Oh. Oh, what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? Why would I ever look on the other side of a piece of paper? It's a regular receipt. Like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase. September 4. September 4? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder.
You go. I think the court is about to reconvene.
Go do it, Phoenix.
You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right.
Hey, receipt updated in the court record. Need for a glass light stand. Date of purchase. The day before the murder. September 9, 1:16 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. He's the defendant. Rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. Don't do that!
But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
Ask him.
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. In September, the week before the murder. Of course, I don't place the wiretap.
That is when I saw this glass light stand.
Presenting
The reset.
Objection!
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you?
Oh, it's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
Yeah. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Eh? What? Oh wait, can he worm his way out of this one? Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object! Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it will be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. Oh, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time.
Ah!
The witness will stay.
Mia!
Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Mia, what's this?
Memo received from Mia. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting.
Your Honor, if I may?
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Read the receipt.
Memo.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. Confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. I don't think they really throw confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae.
I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live?
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. Can't stay here that long.
What? No, there's still so much to say.
Don't worry. Sure we'll meet again.
Chief!
I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock?
The office?
See you later.
Chief! Mia!
September 9, 9:02 p.m. Pay & Co. Law Offices. I'm 2 minutes late! Oh no!
Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came.
Mia?
I was kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then.
I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahaha! You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office! Someone has to help with the new Riding Cove offices, right? And who better than me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty? Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. Dude, don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners.
I don't think that's how you become a partner in a law firm.
You know, when I think about it, it's Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Write and call law officer. Got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Oh. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. That was awesome. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers! It's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on. Time's wasted. You're awful perky for your sister dying a week ago. Okay, wait up. I mean, sure, you're a medium and you just haven't. Still. A brand new episode has been added. Oh boy.